iDubbbz,
No.
do you want wings or do you want Phil?
Wings, guys.
Let's do
Scouts
a poll.
honor. No. Scouts honor.
iDubbbz,
No,
wings,
it has to be
or
wings.
Phil?
Please. Trust me.
All right, go into the wings folder.
Trust me.
Go into the wings folder.
Where the fuck
it's not in the quartering folder. Don't worry. Get
oh
it?
my,
Yeah.
I always forget there's 18 quartering folders.
Yes.
Guys,
okay, so then there it is.
First one?
Second one.
Okay.
I don't know why. It's the order's messed up.
You ready to meet the Iceman, the donator of wings, guys? Check.
By the way, guys, Wings is looking plump.
Oh,
he's looking fat.
No,
he doesn't look like he's lost any weight, does he?
You're a dude that's living in a small one-bedroom house.
You put whatever you want first. How about sacrificing for someone else?
Okay, hang on.
So to put this in context, this fellow is a Wings of Redemption janitor / donator. And he's upset because Wings has taken his financial support for granted. And he's seething about it.
Yeah.
This guy is a dentist.
One person, something.
Is this
one person, something?
Okay, here
oh
we go.
My God. All right. So
Breaking
here
Banquet.
we go.
Here we go.
Credit to Breaking Banquet for the clip.
Goddamn right.
Do you have any substance for us, Iceman, today? Or are you just gonna
look like
have
Rand.
rambling?
He does. He sounds like Rand.
He's like a Rand, Mads Mikkelsen kind of fusion dance or something like that. I don't know.
All right. Here we go.
On us. Like
Are you kidding me?
You're really drunk, bud.
You was gonna try to kick me on.
I'm not trying to kick you.
Yeah. What are you gonna talk
But like,
about?
this is not what our show is about.
Automobiles?
This is not what the show's about.
What is he just like doing like a wiggle? Like he's like wiggling his shoulders up and down as he goes red in the face crying. Is that like he has a sock over his microphone?
Yeah, I guess he's using it like a
He's using it. He's pour for a fucking sleeve over the mic.
The pop filter.
This is an absolute fucking meltdown, buddy.
Not what Crip's about. Like we don't do this stuff on this show.
Like,
like,
about Wings. Holy.
It's about. You've been here for 4 days. Who do you know what Crip's about? You couldn't even know your fucking.
I gotta ask, like, is Crypt about anything? Lolcow Crypt?
It's David Jaffe reminiscing about Twisted Metal and God of War he made 25 years ago, and then gives the worst takes ever and sits there.
Does Wings just have no neck now? Like, is it just completely enveloped by? Like, what happened, bro?
Iceman he lives with homeless people apparently.
Oh man!
And he is a addict, hence the name Iceman.
Marriage,
and apparently he goes off on Twitter on drug-fueled rages and yells at everyone. Okay,
and what Crip's about.
Okay, so you know about my marriage now. I got you.
I know everything you need to know. I've been watching you for 14 years, and you've constantly ignored me like I'm a piece of shit. F you.
This guy's the king, bro. This guy just goes. I've been watching you for 14 years. Fuck
Listen, buddy, that's a big L for you, pal. You're gonna have to hold that L, carry that L, then.
It's got nothing to do.
Why would you possibly have cared about me for 14 years? It's a sign of severe mental illness, bud.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
ignoring
how
you, man.
Treat your fans. That's why you fails an entertainer have to come back to the LCU.
Wait, you're just the Discord
he's
window,
about
so
to
everyone's
cry. He's like on the verge of tears. That's why you failed as an entertainer. He came back to LCU.
Well, not just Iceman big on the screen.
Yeah, I can.
I've never hated on anybody. For the first time, I'm gonna hate on somebody. It's Wings of Redemption. I've never hated on somebody in my life.
Look at Jaffe.
Ash. He apparently smokes. He's a.
Well, that makes sense, man. Like he's rattled, bro.
They call him
Iceman. Jack
Iceman.
Black. Fuck, man.
They call this guy Iceman.
Wallahi.
Well,
And
he's
it's
not
like-
cool. He's not cool like Ice. He's not chill. He's got no chill. The ice is that he's smoking ice. The fucking meth, bud.
Exactly.
I'm gonna hate on Wings of Redemption because he
This is a
played
rant
us like a
bot too, just
fool.
drunk out of it. No, he play us as a fool. Wings can't play anybody as a fool. It's transparently obvious to anybody who watches Wings for any length of time, let alone 14 years, exactly what he is. He'll tell you. Like, a lot of lolcows will try and hide what they are, but Wings just straight up admits to just being a depressed loser that doesn't have any ambitions to do anything with his life, but sit on his ass and beg for money playing Call of Duty. Like, that's it.
Exactly.
And eating Wendy's chilies until he expires gracelessly. Like, that's his life.
When the LCU needed him most, he dropped out and left like a bitch.
The
I put my
LCU
mental
needed
health
him the
first.
most. By the way,
If
that's
that-
the
if that's-
most base thing that Wings has done is to say, no, I won't be doing this anymore. Imagine giving him for that. For actually being like, you know what? You guys like threw me under the bus and painted me as a wife beater. Like, I'm out. Even if it was like a kayfabe, like, this is What it really was, though, is like the chili baptism, I think, was like the final straw. Remember Wings in the chili bathtub? He's like in this kiddie pool getting Pepsis and chilies dumped on his head. He looked so miserable. And it wasn't even a week later and he was gone. And now he's crawled back to have to endure this pay pig Spurg crying his eyes out at him. Holy.
That's what you're
Yeah, of
instituting,
course
right?
you did. Put whatever you want first. How about sacrificing for someone else for once?
For
Who
you?
I would be sacrificing for? A multimillionaire?
Someone, one person, for something.
I don't think you have a train of thought here, man.
Wings just couldn't give a fiddler's fuck about any of this. Wings doesn't care about anything, like his own life, his wife, nothing. This guy thinking that Wings will ever care about anything he has to say is hilarious. Wings just totally no-selling this. You care for something, like parasocial weirdos like
watched this
you
whole
and
thing or no?
Star's bank account. No, I have watched to about here.
This gets so good,
But, like,
dude.
this guy's moral argument is that Wings should put himself in chili and Pepsis in a kiddie pool in order to entertain Spurgs like himself and line Keemstar's wallet. Okay.
This gets way better. Watch.
I think you don't understand what prescription medication like MDMA heals trauma, like things you
What?
haven't even overcome and you won't
Is-
overcome for the
is-
next 30 years.
Is MDMA a prescription medication? Like, I feel like it's not. That almost has to be a sticker. Like, that might be the most ass blasted person I've ever seen in my life. Like, that is the face of Malding. That is the face of rage and cope. And
I told
he's
you,
like,
bro. I told you this was great.
that I've already
holy.
overcome at the age of 33.
I love, by the way, Jaffe, like, everybody in the stream is just completely no-selling this guy. Like, they just don't care at all. Like, Jaffe is like, yep.
To be fair,
Yep.
when you're in the LCU, this is not uncommon.
No,
Like,
not
this is
at all.
This is not uncommon.
But like, look at Wings. Zoom in on Wings' eyes. Wings does have like
Concern.
he is concerned. He's like, Sky, okay. Jaffe like couldn't kill. Like, Jaffe is like could be just staring at the paint drying for all he gives. a
Don't try to talk to me about anything. I have a master's degree in psychology. You can never match me in any field. You understand me? You fat pig.
Tell him, pay pig. Tell him. That's right, bro. You used that master's degree to financially support Wings to eat himself to death for the last 14 years, buddy. You fat fucking pig!
Don't try to talk to me about anything. I have a master's degree in psychology. You can never match me in any field. You understand me? You pig.
Well, first off, I want to address something you said. You said I treat all my fans badly. Here's the thing, dude.
Yeah, you do.
Here's the thing, man.
You say thank you to me. I donated hundreds of dollars to you. On
Only
your streams, and you
hundreds
barely-
of dollars?
14 years?
Smelling broke to me, buddy. But what did this master's degree get you, pal? The truth is, this guy's like unemployed. You know what I mean? Or like sporadically employed. Chances are he doesn't even have a degree in fucking anything. And if he does, it's only because the UK government paid for it, and he's just a completely non-functional subhuman, like meth head or alcoholic that never utilized it at any point. He's like a wastrel. He's a waste of fucking space.
You know who the I am. So you better pull us to you
No
on
one
your
knows who
streams,
you
and
are.
you barely know who the I am.
Jaffe's texting.
So you better play it up real or play up the gig. Whatever the
Jaffe's like, he's soy facing. Like, what was that? Was he like got a pack of Pokemon
He's
cards?
got
Like-
so some guy made a Pragmata manual, and he makes like manuals for games that don't have manuals. So he's like excited he's got the manual.
This guy is like bearing his heart, you know, to the world. Like, this is like the end of that Black Mirror episode where Buddy takes like the glass to his neck. You know what I mean? Like, this is his moment. Like, it's all been leading up to this, and nobody on the call gives a single and like the height of this guy's life is being third wheel on Lolcow Crypt for like a half hour. And it'll be forgotten about by last week. Maybe not, though. This crash out is legendary as fuck, man. This is crazy. He's just losing it. It's the reaction to it, though, that really makes it for me, where they just are no-selling it completely. Like,
what's going on? You better cut this shit deep.
How am I supposed to learn?
Retard.
How am I supposed to learn about
Goddamn
you
retard.
when I don't interact
You know
with you?
about me. You know about me. You've been talking about me for a month.
no,
you.
it hasn't. I doubt
How
that
have I
Oh,
very
been talking
much.
about you for a month?
You f***ing pig. I've got you donations. You say thank you to Daddy when Daddy talks to you. You stupid.
Yes! Let's go!
This guy's a legend. This guy's a fucking legend.
Oh my
man.
God,
Oh
you
my
say
God.
thank you when Daddy tells you! Oh!
I'm gonna leave this to a consensus here. Jaffe,
Oh
do you
my
want to
God.
keep this up?
Do it again.
Got you donations. You say thank you to Daddy when Daddy talks to you. You stupid pike.
All right, I'm gonna leave this to a consensus here. Jaffe, do you want to keep this up, or what do we want to do?
Yeah, oh, you want to get rid of the guy? Yeah. Provide
I'm
entertainment. Let's talk
this-
about automobiles.
No. This guy, you know the game Pragmata?
Yeah.
Oh,
This guy makes manuals for games.
He's moving on. Like this fucking thing.
Anyway, yeah, so the Pragmata, you know, this guy, he made a manual for it. Look at Iceman. Iceman's cooked, bro. Iceman got melted, bro. Like snowman melted by the sun. Spring is here. The sun is shining. The birds are singing.
told you
Iceman
guys.
melteth, bro.
I told
Iceman's
you,
done.
Iceman's my favorite.
It's
like,
over,
guy.
bro.
They don't do manuals anymore.
Needs to start
And
screaming
so he
again.
actually just
Look,
makes
he's getting the
custom
water.
manuals and sells them. So I
He's
got the Pragmata
flushed,
one.
though.
Dude.
And it's such a
That's
such a
more
delightful
important than
flashback. It's like
Iceman's
all- it feels
entire
like getting a game again
existence
as a
is
kid.
This
with all the-
delightful flashback to this custom manual some guy made. It has more value than Iceman's entire existence. Like, he really
More-
is lower than the dirt beneath their shoes, you know, and he's just being treated just as he deserves to be.
and all that.
Sitting in the
Um,
car reading the manual on the
Yeah,
way
isn't
home.
Isn't that amazing?
You know,
Remember?
He doesn't. He's got a Bloodborne
Go ahead,
one.
Iceman,
It's
start
really
screaming,
cool,
bro.
man.
Oh,
you know
he
what my
will.
favorite manual all time was?
No,
Warcraft.
I don't remember that one. I don't remember.
They
that
came with this like huge, like big manual. It's like almost like a
Okay.
paperback book. Or
They did a lot. Yeah, I like it. I don't me. I need but having your.
so do you
Still so
these
mad.
Phantom
Cool.
Iceman? I'm sorry. Thank you for chilling,
I'm
buddy.
ahead of you. Kick me, you pussy.
I don't
wanna
think I
have
have
a
the power to
conversation
kick.
with you.
Just
Stop
mute him.
with your bullshit. it. You know this.
I can mute him. I don't think I have the power to kick him.
Bullshit.
Hey, Uncle Alert. I don't know what that means.
We should.
He muted him.
Uncle
That's
Alert.
a little.
What's
That's
this?
a little. We gotta. Let's get some super chats.
Oh my god! I wouldn't be
right,
surprised if this guy just
You
got
wanna
a
do it for me?
noose and neck like right then and there. Like, honest, this person's like crashing out so hard, their actions are completely unpredictable. Like, he might just pull a gun. He might take a bunch of pills. Like, you don't know what's about to happen. Like, his father that he looked up to on the internet for 14 years, Wings, doesn't care at all about his existence, no matter how much he cries and sees, you know.
Tech, do you have possibility? Do you have the ability to kick? You're in the background here.
You know I can turn myself off server mute anytime, right?
That's fine. I'm not here to be like controversial with you. I'm just here to try to make the show. We're trying to do a show here. Okay.
What a thing to say.
He
I'm
talks
not here to
about
be
a bunch of
controversial.
metaphors, which he is clearly understudied because he doesn't understand
He's
or
talking
appreciate
bad
the
about his
LCU.
metaphors, bro. Bro, don't you talk bad about someone's metaphor.
For what it is, along with Wings of Redemption, who's here for a cash grab to support his marriage. Understand it clearly.
What do you mean this job?
Oh,
It's his job.
that one did cut Wings. Because it was true. Wings was just sad, bro.
Can understand it
Oh, no.
like this. All those things that you pray to your audience with a small amount of brains that you can kind of see because you're experienced.
This guy is walking the razor's edge of madness, isn't he? Like, he's like a Joker, you know? Like,
He's like a Gotham villain, right?
Unhinged, bro. Like, he's skipping Heath Ledger, you know? Like, holy shit.
Because you cannot
Big dog.
see
Big dog.
fatality.
Like you know what you
Shut
want in
fuck
life.
up. Let me.
Here's
Oh,
here's
there
what's
really
gonna
ain't mean
happen.
Was
interrupting
that the
me
meth in
for
his hand?
2
Pointless.
seconds.
Here's what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
You're gonna
exactly.
vomit one night in your sleep, and you're gonna choke on it. That's what you're gonna do. Your whole life
Yeah, I
is
am.
like strung out by
Yeah.
drugs.
Yeah, I am. I don't care. How about that?
Why?
Yes! I don't care! I'm gonna overdose in my sleep! Wait! You're a pig! You're gonna die too!
Why do you drink so much?
That's a good question.
Oh
Because I'm
no.
here to breed and then die.
But the drinking, why would that help you breed and die? It probably keeps your limp, right?
No, Jaffe!
So when you have a better chance of breeding and dying if you weren't.
You want to
Huh?
get serious? You want a real podcast, huh? Yeah.
Whip
That's
out-
the only thing that's
this guy's
interesting
just
about you
gonna
right now.
whip out his
He's
and start
pull a gun and start
helicoptering it.
shooting the air.
Bro, at that point, this guy's so felted that he has to break the TOS or it's over. He's lost everything. Like, whether it's spreading his helicoptering his pull out a gun, something, because it's over. Like, all he can do is kamikaze at this point. Like, it's over for him. This is it.
They have to keep Iceman as a third chair permanently.
Start screaming the N-word or something, you know, because like he's just getting beat down now. Like, Wings and Jaffe were trying to be nice to him. Jaffe just started stomping him out just coldly, you know. It's like, how is this helping you getting drunk, you know? Like, just like efficiently stomping him down. Wings is just crucifying him. This is tough. It's tough to watch.
Now is your mental state.
We
So why
got
are you like?
Captain Dimitri for 5,000 kicks.
Let's go.
You will listen to Ice Daddy when he pays. You listen to him. He's important. He gave hundreds of dollars.
Over 14 years.
Right. I gave you on average $20 a year.
Yeah.
All right, then kick me. Then just kick me. If I'm useless,
Oh.
then kick me.
So what you're saying is, the minute it gets
Australian
real, you want to leave. That's interesting to me.
I want to leave. I want to stay here. I want to stay here.
Now, that's
Oh my
interesting.
god, that's scary, eh? But he's like, I want to stay. I want to stay here.
I want to
And
stay.
you're like, whoa.
Interesting though. Why is it when we start talking about who you are, why you're motivated by what you're motivated, you want to leave?
I don't want to leave.
psycho
I know how
therapist?
you guys
He is a Batman villain, bro.
play your game about kicking people and putting pressure on people to make a response. I'm not playing that. If you want to kick me, kick me. If I'm useless, then kick me.
I will, but what I'm asking you though is,
I will.
Okay, then kick me.
why do
Don't
you
worry,
think
I
you drink
will.
so much? Why do you think
But
you do
let's
drugs so much? Where's
squeeze
that?
everything out of you we possibly can before we discard you like the useless bum that you are. This is clinical. So, so why do you have a problem with drugs and alcohol then? Is it you're just a miserable loser or what?
Stem from? I'm curious.
Because I've dealt with, I've been assaulted as a child in multiple different ways. Of course,
No, wait a minute, Iceman.
I forgot about-
You
I
were
forgot.
molested as a kid, buddy.
Multiple times.
Oh, buddy, that's grim stuff. We don't need to know about all that, man.
that's going to
What
happen
an
to someone.
excuse.
Why don't
Wings
you
just
go-
doesn't
why don't
even
you go to-
care. Wings is like, so what? Fuck you.
Therapy, man.
Therapy, that's for losers. Luck is for losers. Because if you depend on therapy, you depend on luck. Because it's based on their opinion. And their opinion
not
really
ba- no.
means nothing at the end of
Okay.
the day when you dig
This
into
guy is dangerous.
Excuse me,
You
sir.
can
Do you know
tell,
how a
like,
conversation
this
Fucking
is a
works.
guy that would knife you, on the street. Like he's this close to knifing somebody every single day.
Yeah, like
I'm trying to figure it out, but educate me.
You're a dude that's living in like a small 1-bedroom house. Like my home office is bigger than your entire living abode.
Facts.
No, and Wings
That's true.
lives
Yeah,
in a
that's true.
fucking No! No, Iceman, bro.
That's absolutely true.
What about your master's
it's
degree,
like-
bro?
That's so awesome.
Like I'm exactly
Yes,
where I
you
want to
do.
be.
You want the money. You've always been after money. That's what you've always been
So
after, first and
everybody
foremost,
is.
to support your family. Unless something happened
No, he
within the
wants
family.
to support his family. He wants to support his family. Lock him up. He's in the head.
you just
What?
want money to support your family. Yeah.
It's not like to eat yourself to death, to
Or do
enable your
drugs,
addictions,
or-
or
yeah,
do
yeah.
drugs, or something like that, or you're scamming people. Like it's like you want money to have the basic needs of life for your family. Okay.
Make you dismay from that. Now you don't really care about it. Now you care about the entertainment again, which you kind of cared about through 2017 to 2000. But you also did some
Imagine,
dodgy
like-
shit.
What
This
dodgy
is
shit?
so dumb to wake up early for.
Can't
Like,
wait till you gotta
here-
get to your 18
here-
and you gotta move real slow.
Okay. How long have you
What?
been awake?
Oh no.
I've been awake for 16 hours. I've been doing Uber deliveries. I've been doing Uber Eats with my girlfriend. I have
Good car.
Super chat. He's drowning about. He's
You should not-
flying on stims.
I've been doing Uber deliveries. Tech, can we kick this guy?
exactly.
Can we kick this guy?
Wings. This is the
Like,
con.
we haven't got the
Please,
first movie on the movie wheel, and this is the movie day.
Let me recenter.
What a disaster.
Okay.
They
Okay.
kicked him.
Okay.
Was that
Uh-oh.
Iceman back?
You guys suck.
No,
I've got two
no.
more
He's still back. He's
He's
returned.
back.
No,
He's back.
no,
Because I think he has
I'm
the
gonna-
server powers. Like he has permissions in the server, so they can't even
It's like a mod.
actually boot him from the call. Yeah,
It's
he's
like a
like,
fucking mod.
No, you guys
Ah,
let me know when you're gonna
That beat.
Jackie,
Nothing at all like that.
Look at this. They want to do their movie reviews, and Iceman is just raping their show.
your microphone's in front of your face,
Kino.
Jaffe. That'd be. We could just see your.
He got his headset off. He said he's not going to talk.
Jaffe,
until
don't
we get
hide
rid of
from me,
Iceman.
baby. It's okay.
He looks like
So
one of
You
those,
don't have to hide from me, buddy.
You know, one of those like monks in the Catholic Church. You know that wear the.
no, I
The
agree,
brown
turncoats. I think this key to saving this show is to have Wings and this guy do a show every single week.
Yes. Yes.
Whoever this Iceman guy is, like, I think they have some lightning in a bottle here with him just screaming at Wings and Wings no sound. This is the most entertained I've been by any Lolcow property in maybe forever. It's definitely the best thing I've seen from them in 2026. Now, mind you, I haven't seen a lot from them, but this is content. This is good.
They should pay
By the way,
Iceman.
we've got Vasiled for 10,000
What the fuck?
kids.
We were talking about you
Seeing
earlier.
Jaffe is the quartering junior, I'm sure he is. Everybody hates Jaffe.
No, hang on. Basilid, do you remember him reviewing Metroid Dread? Oh my! Have you seen that review by him? The Metroid Dread review or no? Ash,
I have not. I've not seen anything from him, honestly.
I'm gonna send it to you to watch on your private time. It's insane. It's actually insane. Thank you, Basilid, for 10,000 kicks and massive support, man. Thank you. And Bozo Beater for a sub. Thank you.
Can we get Iceman? Like,
you.
you obviously live in some type of like homeless shelter. You don't pay rent. A TV star that comes into real life, right?
No, it's about a kid
this, he
who
jumps
gets
back
this
in.
magic movie.
What's he doing?
Kick him. Like, just kick him. We don't need.
I've got 3 kicks.
Get him, Iceman.
Why you gotta kick me, bro?
You're
gonna score a ring, you're 1v1.
$9.99. District 9.
Oh, I want to watch that.
Why you gotta kick me,
He hasn't
guys? Why do
seen
you hate me
District
so
Nine.
Because
much?
you're derailing the show. Like, you're actually hindering the show's ability to actually
I'll just
make
shut up
content.
No, he's
I'll just
actually
laugh. Go
making the show. Everything that you and the boring Jack Black elderly man or whatever the you're doing, it sucks. It's boring as shit. Whatever this guy's doing, this temper tantrum spurg out crash out session is gold. Like, he is the show right now. Like, let him go. Free my man.
Expert? There's an hour and 17 minutes.
The Whale with Brendan Fraser.
Oh, that's such a good movie. That's
Never seen it, but I want to. That's great.
I tried watching
It's
that one
Wings
time,
life.
and I couldn't get over the fact that it's
hits home?
no, not that. It narrows the it has a very
You don't
small
like-
resolution.
You don't like people. You don't like them.
I hate them. That's why I've always dated women.
Oh my god! No! He married a bitch. That's brutal, Wings. Don't say that.
It's
Kelly.
mean,
She's too
man.
good. She's too good for you, bro. What the?
He's
Man.
saying this as he's like 3 times her size. Like, shut the up. Iceman
Okay.
rules. He's
So
awesome.
there was one more breaking banquet. So I guess Wings now has quit Lolcow live again. So we have
This
his
one?
replacement here.
We're
Yeah,
not watching
he's
this
given
full
up
thing,
on-
are we?
No, I don't think so. But let's have a listen here. This is Lolcow Crypt. Wings is
Wings.
gone.
Okay.
Redemption has
Left the building.
yeah. He's been
He'll be
frustrated with the
back.
trolls and all that, and I guess he all in all just
When has he not been frustrated about the
internet
trolls?
reacts to him when it comes to the trolls. We had the call with Wings. He said he was tired of the internet. He was tired of the trolls. The internet was a big
Yeah.
place, and he was just a little cowboy.
Well, why doesn't he just get a job? Like, he'll say the trolls will ruin it for him or whatever, but it's just a excuse. Oh my.
This is
Be a first blue dude now. He's gonna run around circles.
I need
Spyro.
Yeah, use your stick. He's behind you.
What is up
He's running
with
around
Kelly?
this building. Just
baby,
running around.
baby.
Hold square. Chase. Get close.
Well, quit judging me.
Old square, bitch. Not circle, you dumb cunt.
Quit judging me.
This game plays
about being
bad.
This is the worst.
First triangle.
I'm trying to get myself
like-
together.
Breaking
all the time.
Banquet and these clippers of Wings, like, they have nothing to work with. Wings is abysmal. Like,
Buddy.
I feel so bad for them that they have to follow him. and
This
his
is the one,
antics, you
yeah.
know?
This is the one they picked, you know?
Oh,
Wanna move on?
bro. All right, are we doing Phil? Or are we doing iDubbbz?
Phil.
Damn.
Do you wanna do iDubbbz?
iDubbbz, sisters. It's not looking good.
All right, guys.
I think-
I'm doing a poll. I'll do a poll. You want to use the bathroom
not
or have a break?
Yeah,
We'll do a poll.
I'm
while we-
gonna
okay.
I'm
right.
gonna take a piss.
All right. I'll
We're
make a
gonna
poll.
give you guys the option right now. Honestly, just vote Phil. Fuck iDubbbz. I don't know. Like, we could vote for Angry Joe, but then we'll never cover this Phil. Like, what we'll do probably is we'll do whichever one wins, which I'm gonna imagine is Phil. and we'll do some Phil, and then we'll do some of this Angry Joe. I don't know if we're gonna finish all of it.
How long is it?
It's like I think 40 minutes long.
Let's do it.
Yeah, all right.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
We have great indoors also.
Okay.
Fuck, I want to do that.
Fuck.
All right.
Fuck iDubbbz. Okay, iDubbbz.
iDubbbz already lost.
It's gone.
iDubbbz has nothing. Bro,
Gone.
what are we gonna do for him, bro?
Gone.
He lost immediately. He got blown out by like 200 votes instantly.
It's not even
like
worth
100 votes to 100 votes. Like that fucking rough. Poor Jamas, dude. What are they gonna do? I'll just say this. His video after a week, his Kickstarter crap, finally crept over 100K views. After a week.
And those dislikes
used
are probably
to do like they used to do millions of views. Easy.
It's not going to save the business.
He was on
Noah Samson today, by the way.
I don't
Noah?
even think it's going to do the same viewership as his last video, which was like an AI slop video. I think that one got to like 180. He'll be lucky if this one creeps to there. And 10,000 people unsubscribed from him after he put out the video.
Bro, he was on Noah Samson's video or stream or whatever the
Samson, buddy, he's like trying to raise money for him for his legal fund. It's like, iDubbbz, how about you raise money for your legal fund, man? Like, why are you trying to help out this guy? And it's like, okay, all right, I'm gonna piss.
All right, guys, we shall be back in a minute or so here, or 2 minutes or so. I gotta go use the bathroom too. I'm gonna put it on. Where is it? I like this one. Oh my god, if I could find it. Oh my god. What was it called? There it is.